8, 16. So 16. That's enough. And then just get, what's I guess? We got back. We got that. Mm. I can get some. I wonder if I can get some chicken. Should I make chicken or not? Actually, you know what? Let me see. I'll ask her to make that. That sounds good. Cheese. And we got everything we need for that. And cheese. And what else? I need to get that made into sausages. Got that. Got that. Making my list, making my list, making my list, making my list. Trying to think what else I need. What else do I need? 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 Yeah, that's what I need. Get that too. What else? What else do we need? What else do we need? What else do we need? Trying to think. What else do we need? Every time I make a grocery list, I always forget shit. But I'm kind of like thinking and thinking and thinking, what else do I need? What else do I need? Hear my dog? She's snoring like crazy. Stop your noise, you little pig. I'm trying to think, what the fuck do I need? Hey Maria, how you doing, sweetie? You good? How's things? Just trying to think of my grocery list for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm doing good. I had a nice holiday today. Nice break. Ate some good food, some good fish. Went to visit my mom and dad today for a bit. My dad's okay. He's not 100% better, but he's all right. At least when I got there, he wasn't sleeping, so he was up and he was like moving around. He's okay. He's still not 100% though, but he's okay. I'm okay. I'm here. I just got a nice shower, shaved all my face off. I feel clean, refreshed. I shaved, I brushed my teeth, I cleaned myself, my D. I'm good to go. Fresh and clean. So I feel good because I'm clean. Yeah, like I tell you all the time, Walter's gonna be stressed because he's got to go through a lot of bullshit. So that's not gonna go away anytime soon. So the best thing and my advice is just to support him. If he needs the support, support him. And try not to talk about the problems and try to like be positive. You know? Like tell him, hey, I know you're stressed out. I know, but everything's gonna be okay. You just gotta, you know, make good decisions and I'm here for you, blah blah blah. Things like that. Don't make it worse by, feeding into the negativity. That's my suggestion. That's all. Yeah. I knew that wasn't gonna be enough. Yeah. I know. I know you can't resist. You can't just say like, I'm just gonna listen to Mark and just go about my business. Fuck that. I'm gonna do what Maria wants to fucking do. Cause I'm Maria and I call the shots around here. Da, 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 da. One day. Mm, See, that's why he gets that's why he's happy. That's why he's happy because he's gonna be distributing the D sooner or later. I don't know why this format came out like this. It's kind of dumb. Mm, yeah, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. As long as you have fun, you're talking shit, little sexy talk, nothing wrong with that. It's all good. Okay. Um, he seemed stressed today and like upset, kind of. He was working today. Yeah. Well, I'd be stressed too if I was working too many damn jobs too. Fuck that. But the cards are telling me that, he's happy and he knows he's going through ups and downs, but he knows he has to discontinue his effort, and he knows he has to find something better. But he might be like, I don't know if he's shy or not, but if he's shy, then I would say, or like, even if he's not shy, it could be like a different word, like he might not want conflict, or he's not the type of person to pursue like a situation and just like shut up and just go about his business and not really cause too many like things. So it might not be like a shyness, it might be like just like being disappointed when he gets like in situations, and like instead of like fighting or getting mad, just be disappointed and be like, yeah, I gotta move on. Like he doesn't make like a huge deal about it. So I wouldn't say necessarily shy, but like, he's like type of person that I know I can get something better if I don't, go above and beyond and do some dumb shit, like. But I don't get nothing bad here. I think that he's putting in a lot of effort, and he knows that sometimes it's going to be bad and sometimes it's going to be good. But like, I think he hides from his problems sometimes, instead of like, that's a better way for me to put it. He's not shy, he just hides from his problems. And then when they actually appear in front of his face, he deals with it, but not in the way he should. You know what I mean? It's like he puts in this effort, but he's still not sure that it's going to work. And when it does work, he's like, oh, okay, cool. And if it doesn't work, he's like, fuck, man, I'm disappointed that this didn't work. But you know what? I'm gonna keep going until one day it happens for me. Like the cycle will end and I'll just deal with it. Like I don't think he takes like a lot of initiative to make something like completely go his way, where he would rather just see things just pan out and just like whatever happens happens and I don't care, that type of thing. But overall, he knows things could be worse, and he's trying to discontinue things in order to make something else better. Like he knows the best is yet to come. He just has to get over like the bullshit and the cycles of life. So I'm not getting anything. These are actually pretty good cards. with his thoughts. His thoughts today are like, I can get over this. It's just a matter of time. You know, just overall everything. Like he's looking at his love life is fine, right? Which is the Ace of Cups there, which is that his love life is fine. He's happy with his love life with you. And then he knows that the cycles that he's going through every day, work, drama, baby mama, son, regular life, that's going to be good sometimes, bad some other times. And then at the end there, it's telling me that he'll hide from his problems so he doesn't make the problems worse, or he'll just, step back and say, yeah, say whatever you want. I don't fucking care. I know what I have to do, and I know something better is coming because I know I need to get rid of this situation and that situation. But he's on that mentality one day at a time. I'll get there. You see what I mean? He's not putting in a lot of effort to make things change. He just wants things to change on its own. And he might be timid or shy or like hold back when things are bad and just like maybe have a drink or two or just say, you know what? I can't fight this. I have to keep going. I just gonna keep my day going. I'm not gonna like worry about it. So I think he's starting to like feel a little push like for the better. Yeah. Well, he's a day by day person. That's what I'm getting. Like every day, if it's good, he'll be like, okay, I'm good. If it's bad, it's gonna be like, oh well, this is a setback, but whatever. I'll get through it. I'll be okay. That type of vibe. Of course, I just told you the Ace of Cups is like, I'm happy with my love life, but I need to solve my other problems. He thinks you and him is fine, which it is, but he can't do more unless he solves his problems. And you said you're willing to stand by him and stay next to him until that day comes. So if you are and you stick to your word, then you'll be fine. But you got to remember, even if, right? Let me just explain something, which you're not dumb, and I'm not gonna say this because I think you are, but uh, in reality, right? In reality, and I'm gonna say this to you, like in a reality way. Even if, like, say you and him were living together right now, right? Say you and him are living together, and his son had something bad happen to him, and he said, "Hey, Dad, I need you." And he said, "Hey, look, Maria, I have to go. I have to go now to check my son because he's at the house and something bad happened, and I have to go help him fix it." Right? Something happened to the house where the fucking door fell off or some bullshit, right? Or hey, Dad, I need your help, and he had to leave to go to the house where his baby mom is and where his son is, and you're not going to be happy with that, right? Because he's going to see that woman and then he's got to deal with them. But see, that's reality because that's his son. He's going to go help his son at the house. Yes, he's going to see the baby mama, which you probably wish he didn't, but that's his son. The same thing with you. If your daughter got sick and had to go to the hospital, right? And you would have to say, and then he'll say, okay, well, go ahead and I'll take care of everything here. You see what I'm saying? So, like, even if you're together, there's always going to be an issue. It's life. I'm sure when you were with your ex and you were raising your children, there was problems, right? It's never going to be perfect. So if you can understand that, which I know you do, then this should be easier for you to understand that he can't just say fuck my baby mama and fuck my son and I'm gonna go have sex with Maria and live a great life and just neglect everybody because of Maria. And I'm not saying that you want that, or you deserve that, or you like you're pushing for that. But like that's just it's just reality of life. Because when you're involved with somebody who has a kid and you have kids from someone else, you're never going to be like perfect unless you cut that person completely off, or your son or your daughter doesn't exist in life no more. You see what I mean? So that's why, like, whatever's going on in his life, he's not involving you in it because he doesn't want you to get mixed up in his personal life. And with you and him, it's always going to be fine. But he always thinks that, I'm not doing enough for Maria and she might leave me, and then when you don't leave and you're still there and you buy him a plant, or you go and help him, or you go like make him laugh about D or something, he's like, fuck, this girl's really cool. Like, I can really deal with her because she doesn't like grudge me for my problems. Because another woman would be like, look, fuck you. If you don't deal with me, then I don't care about you. Like, Hey Dan, how you doing, brother? You see what I mean? So I try and teach people that and tell people that every day, because people think that, and I'm not saying you think that, but people in general think that, if you're with me, you have to dedicate your whole life to me. Fuck that. What about my life? What about what I have to do? Like, ain't no, that's why I don't have nobody. Cause ain't no woman gonna tell me that I can't DJ, I can't come on live and do readings for people, and nobody can tell me I can't have my own business and I have to dedicate my time to you. Fuck you, ho. I'm gotta make money and live my life. Before you came into my life, I was doing these things. So if you don't accept it, then fuck you. And that's why I know a woman will probably want to deal with me, because I live my life the way I want to. And you're going to be able to live your life the way you want to when you're with me. Because I'm not going to tell you what to do. You do whatever you got to do. As long as you don't cheat on me, then everything's cool. I don't care what you do. You can have like a girls' club and go fucking hiking every fucking week, or do it, or go away with your friend. I don't give a fuck. As long as you ain't taking no side dick and making me look like a clown, then everything's cool. That's all. If you don't cheat on somebody, then everything should be fine. The trust and the loyalty should always be there. That's it. And that's what probably is one of the biggest problems in this world in a relationship. Is like you always wondering if that person is somebody else. And that's why fuck that. I'd rather not wonder at all and not have nobody. But if I do, then we're always gonna probably wonder that. And if you don't wonder that, that means you got a good person. But I ain't gonna tell you what to do. I'm not gonna tell you can't do that because you're with me. Anything I'm gonna tell you is you better not fuck around on me, because you're gonna get karma, and you'll probably lose the best guy that you ever had in your life. That's what I would say to her. But it's all good. Well, he knows you're there for him, but and you guys are together, but you're in a complicated relationship because of the situations that he's in. If he's always working, and then when he's not working, he gives you a little bit of time. A lot of women don't want that because they want that man to be constantly up their ass all day and be with them all day, because that man's not allowed to work all day. But you found him like that. So if you found him like that, then what do you expect? Some people's life is just work, work, work. And when they do have a little bit of time, they give it to you. So that what does that tell you? That they gave their little bit of time to you. So you should appreciate it. But if you don't, then you need to find a guy who's gonna give you 24/7 action. But if you don't want to, then you gotta you deal with that, you know. And some people think, oh yeah, I'm gonna change that. Yeah. Any way you're gonna change that is if you pay him to not work. I wish somebody would do that for me. You could pay me, baby. I'll stay home all day for you. You could pay my bills. I'll stay home, give you D every day you come home. I'll do clean everything, wash your dishes, rub your feet. You could pay for my bills, sweetheart. If you don't want me to come on here no more, pay my bills then. They're gonna be like, oh fuck, now I don't want to do that. Oh well then, fuck off then. But see, he's not even in that drama. He just has to deal with her because he has a son with her. You're always gonna have to deal with drama when you have a baby mama or a baby daddy. You're always gonna have to deal with it whether you like it or not. It's always gonna occur one day. They're always gonna be on your mind. When you have a child with somebody, it has to be certain circumstances, you know, that are going to happen unless the person's dead, which is not good. But if they are, then that's a problem you have. If they were a problem, you know what I'm saying. But if they weren't, then that's fucked up. But even though like some people completely disconnect from their baby daddy or their baby mama, like what I'm saying, and then they don't have to deal with them. It's just through the lawyer or through an email or through like limited communication. It's never a face to face thing no more, and that's fine too. But you can't expect somebody to just like ditch the mother or father of your child because you want them to. It has to be their own free will and their own choice to get to that for them to get away from that person. But if they don't love that person and they ain't fucking them, then what's your concern? There is none. See what I mean? That's why you don't have anything to worry about. And every time the cards show up, she never shows up unless she's aggravating them. You see what I mean? So a lot of people like sometimes need the reassurance from the person to say, hey, look, I'm not dealing with my baby mama or whatever. But you're never going to really know the truth because you're not with that person every day and you don't have a GPS on their ass. So, it's just, you just got to trust in the person, or you trust yourself to understand that even though they communicate with the person, they might not be fucking them ever again. And just you. So it's always going to be like a situation. And if you can't handle the situation, then you shouldn't be with that person. You see, that's what I tell people all the time. If you don't want that person to deal with their baby mama or baby daddy, then don't be with them. Because you're asking them to do. I'm not saying that this is what you want. I'm just giving like an example. Like, what I'm saying? You know? I'm not saying this is what you want or what your situation. This isn't your situation. But I'm just saying in general, I think people are like they overreact on a lot of these situations because I've seen people like go crazy and you're not, so I'm glad you're not that way. But at the same time, like, you know, that's different. Yeah, exactly. But I know a lot of possessive, weird ass people who will say to their person like, "Oh yeah, if I catch you talking to your baby mama, I don't give a fuck, nah, nah, nah. Then I'm leaving you and all." I'll just be like, "Well, bye. I gotta talk to my baby mama because of my child. I don't give a fuck about you, ho. You can't handle me talking about my baby mama, then that's your problem. I gotta talk to my baby mama for my baby, for my child. What you want me to do? Kill her? You wanna come see me in prison and date me? You dumb fuck. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. But there's no reason to be jealous. But most people are jealous because they think that they see a lot of people see a lot of people ain't like me. I'm the type of person I don't really get jealous because there's no need to. Because if you show signs of jealousy, that's gonna feed that person to do it more because they feel like, oh yeah, if they get jealous, that means they really love me. Some people are delusional like that. Some women and some men will do things to make their partner jealous because they think that it's like some game or they think that it's okay to do because it certifies their love. But I don't care. Like, if I'm dating somebody and I'm in like a love relationship with the person and some guy talks to my girl, I don't care. Take her if you want. You do me a favor. That means if that guy is able to take that woman away from me, then that means that woman ain't meant for me. I'm not gonna get jealous. I'll probably shake his hand and say, yeah, you just took a hoe off my hands. That's good, bro. Because if she was at me and that went to you, that means she's a hoe. So you can have her. Because I'm not gonna do anything wrong to that woman for her to leave me. But if she leaves me and I ain't done nothing wrong, then she's a hoe. And she's gonna be with you. You can have her. I'll shake your hand, bro. You can have her. I'm not jealous. You can take her. You just took a hoe off my life. That's good. Thanks. Smell you later. That's it. I always tell people, you think you're bad, you want to take my girl, go ahead. You can have her. Bye. Because if you're gonna leave me, then that means you ain't meant for me. But a lot of people don't look at it like that. They just think that, oh yeah, you're my girl, you better be with me, or you're my man, you can't do nothing. Don't talk to that bitch. All that shit's like unnecessary. Like you're an adult, you know what to do. Just don't be flirting with other men or other women, and then you won't get in trouble. You know. But the main thing is not doing anything sexual with another person, and then you won't have nothing to worry about. All right, no problem, Maria. You're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you too. I appreciate you. But that's how people break up, and that's how people like get into arguments over jealousy and envy and all that. And even it doesn't even have to be like talking to another person. It can just be your lifestyle. And you can have a great job and like you come home and you say, hey babe, I got a promotion at work today. I'm the manager now, and then the guy will be like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. Yeah, I'm happy for you. Mwah. And then deep down inside he's like, fuck, I'm not getting nothing at my job, I'm kind of jealous of my girl now, because she's got a better job than me. She might leave me now because I'm not getting no fucking promotion or something. But that girl probably don't even give a fuck because she loves you so much she ain't even worrying about it. Well, this is life. This is things that happen every day. If I had a girlfriend that was like a real estate agent and she was bringing in dough and selling houses, I would kiss her and hug her every fucking day and praise her every day. I'd be like, good, 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 baby. I'm so happy for you. You sold another house, great. As long as you share that fucking money with me, real good. I'll give you some D and you can give me some money. And we're all happy. It's simple as that. I'll praise you every day if you want me to. I'll say, good job, babe. You're the best. I'm not gonna be hating on you because you ain't got my talents and I ain't got yours. We have different talents. You might be good at selling houses and be a really good real estate agent, and I'm just a good psychic and a good electrician and a good businessman and a good DJ, and you're not that, and I'm not a good real estate agent. But I'm still gonna love you for who you are, and we can do things together and live a great life. Fuck, come on now. There's nothing to be jealous of. Jealousy is a disease, and I don't want that. But a lot of people they're like that. They can't handle their partner being better than them, or they compete with them. So it's kind of sad that you have to compete with your partner, in a stupidity way, or be jealous of your partner because they're doing better in life than you do. But I don't care. Me personally, I could give a flying fuck. If my wife was popular and she was like, or my girlfriend or wife, whatever, if she was popular and she was making more money than me and she had more than me, as long as she doesn't downgrade me or make me feel like I'm a piece of shit, then we're gonna be good. I'll be happy for her. I'll be like, yeah, babe, go for it. I'll encourage her to be even better than she is. Because that's the type of person I am. I really don't care about someone else's success. I'll be happy for you, but I'm not going to dwell on your success or be jealous of you. I could care less because I know you can't do shit that I do. And neither can I do shit what you do. So we all have different talents. Just respect them and don't be jealous of them. You know? I think I'm making sense. That's how I feel. All my clients that got more money than me, what do you want me to do? Stop working for them because they're richer than me or they got more money than me? No, I don't give a fuck what they have. As long as they're paying me to work, I'm happy. Give a fuck what you got. When you die, you're gonna have shit just like me. That's why I live a conscious free life because I don't really care what anybody else has. It don't bother me. I don't care what you have. I have what I have. And you probably don't have the shit that I have, and I don't have the shit that you have. So what? You know? Don't mean you're better than me. And it don't mean I'm better than you. But hey, what do I know? Sucks. Oh well. Dan, you said food turn taco night. I had tacos the other night. It was pretty good. Tonight I had fish. My mom made fish cakes. They were pretty good. And then for dinner I had tuna. Tuna and fries. It was pretty good. This morning I had Portuguese cheese with sweet bread. No meat because today is Good Friday. So I just had fish, no meat. It was good. Tomorrow I'm going to try and eat something else. I went to visit him today at lunchtime. He was walking around. He was okay. He just says that he still feels a bit sore, but the swelling in his legs have gone down. But he says he has a hard time getting up. Like the walker helps him a lot, but he says he still feels like weak, and he has a hard time sitting. Like when he sits down and he tries to get back up, it hurts. He says he can't really get up. But he's eating very good. He actually gained 7 pounds since he left the hospital. We weighed him today. He went from 138 to 145. So we were happy about that because we were worried about him losing a lot of weight. So since he's got out of the hospital, since Monday, he's gained 7 pounds, which is great. So he's building up himself again. So he was happy to hear that he gained some of the weight back because he was just not feeling himself. But my mom says he's been eating pretty good. So yeah, that's what I told him. And he's been eating eggs like every day now. But he says when he ate a piece of the sweet bread, he felt really bad. And I said, because you can't eat that shit. But it tastes so nice, and I thought it wasn't gonna. I thought a little piece ain't gonna. I said, Dad, you can't eat that shit. Sweet bread's not good for you. There's certain things your body ain't gonna like want. It's gonna reject that shit, you know. But he don't fucking listen. But he used to never eat a lot of eggs. But now he says that ever since he ate eggs at the hospital, he don't mind eating it now. So my mom tries to make him eggs every day, and I said you gotta eat eggs because you need protein. You need to build up your muscle. And he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't mind eating eggs. It's fine. I'm like, I'm trying to tell you, like, it's good to eat eggs. Some people say, no, it's not. Yes, it fucking is. Yeah, eggs are good, man. Gotta eat eggs for protein. People who bodybuild, they eat eggs every fucking time. They're perfectly fine. I've been eating eggs my whole life. Every day I eat eggs almost. Not every day, but today I didn't. But I usually eat eggs every day. At least 2 eggs every other day. I switch it up. Yeah, butter, whole wheat toast. My dad eats whole wheat bread. My mom puts butter on it and stuff like that. I can't believe it's not butter. That type. That's what I use too. I can't believe it's not butter. But yeah, he's okay. He's still he's still debating on whether or not he can like get in a car and sit down and get back up. And I was like, Dad, you'll be fine. What are you gonna do? Like wait till the last minute to do it? I said, we're gonna help you. So like Easter is here at my sister's house. So we told him, look, my brother's gonna come down there and his sons, and they're gonna like help you get in the car and they're gonna help you get out of the car. And all you gotta do is sit in the front seat and you have to back into the seat. So take your walker, open the door wide open, take your walker and sit your ass back into the chair. Don't go in like, head first. Go in there with your ass sitting and then swing your legs around. And then when you get out, you swing your legs back out, and then you pull yourself. We will pull you up, and then you walk into the house, and then bang, you're good to go. We'll park right by the fucking door. He's all worried and like he feels useless. He feels like he can't do anything. And I said, that's okay. Feel useless, feel whatever. You don't have to drive. You don't have to ride your. I took his bike away from him, so I have his bike here today. I took his bike. My told my sister drive me down there, and I'm taking his bike because he's ignorant. He'll try and get on that bike, and he's not in no shape to be on no bike or in a car. So my brother took his car. I mean, he's not gonna go do it, right? But I took his bike and I said, "Look, I'm gonna fix your bike because it needs to be fixed because you don't give a shit." Hey, Tanya, how you doing, sweetie? So I took his bike and I said, "I'm gonna fix your bike," which I'm going to. His bike's like, kind of old, and I want to like clean it all up and put new oil in it, a plug, service it. I know how to do all that shit, so I'm gonna service his bike and I'm gonna use the bike until he gets better. And my brother is using his car to take his sons around and do whatever. So I said, look, we're gonna use your bike, use your car. You don't need to. We will cater to you. We'll do whatever you need. We'll take you wherever you have to go. We'll take mom wherever she has to go, and we won't be long. We'll do everything we have to do. And I told my mom, all you gotta do is tell me what you need, and I'll bring it to you, like grocery wise. She goes, no, no, I need to get out of this house. I need a break. And I'm like, okay. So when we go on a break, we got to make sure dad's sleeping, or we'll tell him, hey, look, we'll be back in like 10 minutes. Don't get up and try and do anything unless you have to. He's still a bit like weak, but he's 81 for fuck's sake, I told him, I said, you're not going to get better overnight. So my sister actually has is next week my sister's got a physiotherapist to come see him to try and like work his legs out and make him feel better, and the insurance pays for it. So we're actually happy about that. It's like a co-pay type of thing, so he's not gonna we're gonna pay for it, obviously. Well, my sister is. But yeah, my sister hooked him up and he agreed to it. He says he'll do it. So I'm actually happy that he agreed to doing physio because he needs to do something because he'll just sit there like a bump on a log. So I told my sister, if the insurance is gonna fucking pay for it, then go ahead, do it. Like get that woman to come down there and sort his ass out. Like maybe like get the blood flowing through his legs and hopefully he gets better. Let's see how it works. So he agreed to, which I was surprised. Cause he usually he'd be like, no, no, I don't want nobody come here and do nothing to me. He's an ignorant fuck, but he actually agreed to. He goes, "Oh, I need to do something because I feel worthless." I'm like, "Oh, okay, finally. You want to let somebody help you." But see, he doesn't want to travel to somewhere. He wants somebody to come to him. So we told him people have mobile services where they come to your house. Okay, well, if that's the case, I'll do it. I'm like, okay, well, boom, here you go. So yeah, hopefully that works and he gets better. So we'll continue to pray for his ass and hopefully he gets better and hopefully this physio works and all that stuff. So yeah. Guess what, Tanya? Your birthday is on Sunday. You gonna get yourself a cake? I wish I had a private jet. I would come visit you for your birthday, and I would bring you a nice chocolate cake and a lobster. You visited all the lakes and the Bonners Ferry. Oh, nice, cool. How was that? You went for a big drive. Oh, cool. 54. That's cool. As long as you have fun, that's all that matters. Good. That sounds good. I look forward to seeing it. I like seeing like nature and lakes and water and all sorts of parts of the world. That's not good. Yeah, I know that's difficult, Tanya. I know. But like you just said, I know he's with me in spirit. Yeah. I know it's not the same, but if he didn't want to be with you, he wouldn't. But I know he is. But, you know, you got to stay tough, you know? Stay tough, stay focused. Don't let it bother you too much. I know it's hard. I know it's easier said than done. 55. Yeah. Well, usually good people are a part of a shit family. Yeah. Well, one of my favorite people in the world died at 55 a couple years ago. They'd be 65 right now, but yeah, a lot of people die in their 50s. A lot of people die every age. No, there is no age for death, you know? But the main thing is everybody is here for a certain amount of time. Just gotta try and take as much as you can, you know? Do what you have to do. That's true, Dan. And I was just about to say something like that, but You know, there's a lot of people I wish that lived way longer than they did. But especially people you love and you care about, or you wish that they didn't die. You'll live longer. You'll be fine. Try not to think about how long you're gonna live or when you're gonna die. That's all in God's hands. You know, just live your life to the fullest. Have fun, and know that one day you'll meet again. I don't want to die no time soon. I really don't. I ask God to keep me alive so I can help this fucking idiots in this world and make sure I get His message across to people. I always ask God, please don't let me die no time soon. I need to help this fucking world. I really need to help these dumbass people. I need to shed your light on them. And I tell God all the time, please let me help my mom, my dad. Please let me help these people because they need me. They really do. I'll stay in this world. Just, keep me alive and well, and I'll take care of their dumbasses. You can put the fucking stress on me for now. I'll take it. I'll never forget, I had a conversation with Spirit when the vaccine came out. That's the first thing I said. I said, God, Spirit, I ain't taking that. I'm not doing it. They're not going to get me to do it, and they won't make it mandatory, and they're not going to make me do that shit. And I'm not going to do it, and I will be your example for everyone. And, well, I was. And he kept me alive. That's all that mattered to me, is I wanted to be God's example. And he let me be his example, so I'm grateful for that. And I took all the backlash, all the bullshit. I took all the criticism. I didn't care what anybody said. I just told him that, you know, I'll be his example. And he rewarded me. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Tanya. Dan said when it's shower time. Oh, shit. And you know what, Dan? She has all those lakes to go skinny dipping in. You know what I mean, Dan? Maybe it's a little too cold for that. But she could have went skinny dipping in them lakes. You know? Yeah. A bold sample. Oh, Dan, what the fuck are we gonna do without you? Dan's always got jokes. Yeah, one day at a time. One day at a time. Yeah, you better listen to Dan. Better get that. You better get a coochie wash. Even if you have to go skinny dipping in the lake. Okay? Even if you have to wash up in the lake. A lot of people do it. Oh, Tanya, Tanya. What are we gonna do with you? Oh boy, it's not easy. Gotta do what you gotta do. I was waiting all day for our favorite redneck to go live. She told me yesterday she was gonna come live for a few hours. I ain't seen her since. I've been here waiting for this damn woman to go live all day. I ain't seen her. She must be fucking gallivanting. Either that or our plans changed dramatically today and she couldn't do it. I'm here waiting for this woman to go live. I ain't seen her. Then I said, oh, well, I'm gonna go live then because I ain't seen her. Oh boy. What are we gonna do with these people? I swear I feel like I smell popcorn tonight. I haven't made popcorn in a long time, but I smell like popcorn. I don't know why, but I smell popcorn. Somebody must be eating popcorn. You know how you smell like the popcorn after it's been like popped? I smell that. Every now and then when I'm live, I smell all sorts of crazy shit sometimes. One day I'll smell onions, next day I'll smell something else. We have a lot of golf courses here too, Tanya. We have tons of them for a small ass island. We have a lot of golf courses. Too many. And then they say Bermuda's crowded. It ain't fucking crowded. Look at all these damn golf courses everywhere. You could build fucking mansions all over that damn land. Hey, golf is a popular sport, more popular than people think. There's a lot of people who want to play golf all the time, especially here in Bermuda. These people be playing golf every day. I'm sure that a lot of people play golf today because they're off holiday. I'm sure people play golf tomorrow too. I've never been really a golf fan. I've played golf a few times, but I'm not really like the type of person to be like, hey, let's go play some golf. Golf's not really my sport, but I've played it a lot of times. I used to work on a golf course when I was young. That's true, Dan. That's where they go, so that nobody will hear 'em. So what do you think, Tanya? You think you want to move there? Idaho? Then you can have like you can do like a little if you want to become a widow, then you can say I'm a widow in Idaho. Uh, I'm a widow in Idaho. I'm doing skinny dipping in the lake. No, these things ain't fake. I'm not a rapper. No, you the hoe. Yeah, that's me. If you feel like you can live there, go for it. If you feel good there, you feel the energy, you feel nice there, you feel free, you feel good, and why not? Why not? Just feel like if you feel like being there, then it's good. Well, what does that tell you? You're in the right place. That a lot of people don't believe that, Tanya, that when you move to a certain place, your whole body changes because you're in a different place. A lot of people just by moving somewhere, their whole life changes, and that's the truth. A lot of people can't live here because their asthma is all fucked up and shit. And they leave and they feel better somewhere else. I'm so glad that I live here because I love being here, and I wouldn't trade it for anything, to be honest. When I go to other countries and shit, I don't feel as good as I feel here. That's why to me there's no place like home. But I know a lot of people that's left Bermuda and they feel better where they are. Well, once you get rid of your home, and you sort out all the field drama, then you'll be able to buy another home, a nice little small home, and you know, go bass fishing and enjoy your life and be free of acne and free of everything, all the bullshit and everything, and that's it. And just do your thing. And there you go. That's all you need. There's a reason why you went there, and there's a reason why you like it there, and the reason why things were good there. It's to say, hey, we're here. So, hey, I know you've been talking about getting away from where you are and living a new life, and if that's what you want, Tanya, go for it. Phil will be there to support you and be with you, and everything will be fine. You ain't gotta worry about no more bullshit, and you can just live your life. That's the best way. Sometimes we have to make a big change in order for our lives to be changed. And if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Simple. Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's the right attitude to have, Tanya. I'm proud of you to have that attitude. Stay that way. I know some days are gonna be difficult, you know, but if you're in a better all around place with less memories and less things to deal with, your life gets better. And you get to enjoy, your life and live a better life because you're in a better place. That's one of the reasons why I haven't traveled in so long. Because every time I travel, I don't feel right. It's almost like I used to travel and I used to feel so good. But I used to always get sick when I was away, when I would travel. And it's like it's trying to tell me something to not be in these places. See what I'm saying? It's like I'm meant to be here and stay here. And if I do travel, like I have to make sure, you know, it's worth it. But as I've gotten older, my traveling desire has gotten less. When I was younger, I wanted to travel all the time because I used to hate living here. But now, ever since I've been living in this house, my life has been different. Yeah, that's good though. People say that about Bermuda, that everybody here is so friendly. And people are friendly here. People are very friendly here, especially to like tourists and to people that have never been here before. But you have to be, obviously not everybody's going to be that way. Some people will come here and have a bad experience. Yeah, gypsy around, yeah, gypsy cab, yeah. I forget where they said that one time. Yeah, you need a gypsy cab, go around gypsying again. Yeah. I think it was in ATL when I was out there, they were saying that shit. Here in Bermuda, they talk like that too. Why not, right? Go out and have some fun. But if you feel good, then I would say go for it. Hey, Black Widow, how you been? You good? I'm glad you're good. Don't mind me yawning. It's almost 12:30 here. That's why. I'm probably gonna be on here for a few more minutes, and then I'll probably go get some sleep. But the energy's been so nice today. It's so nice and calm, so peaceful, so nice. Some really good energy today. Really peaceful energy. It was such a beautiful day here. Oh man. Yeah, I kind of figured that Dan and I were here talking to each other for like about a half an hour or more. We were like, where the hell did everybody go? There was people in the room, but you guys were all asleep. You, Marley, you were like, oh boy. Dan mentioned, he's like, where's the ladies? I'm like, I don't know. I guess they must be asleep or something's going on because I there's still all of us in the room. But that usually happens. People are in here and then they end up falling asleep. Because I'm up here late. Black Widow, I got your donation. Thanks. You can ask your question when you're ready. I guess so, Dan. And you know me, I'm usually running my mouth the whole time I'm on here. I'm usually like talking and telling everybody about stories and experiences, and I'm usually in here. I know I'm talking to people. I know people are listening, but sometimes people don't even respond. They're like, "Yeah, Mark's talking. He's gonna put my ass to sleep." When my friend Maria's in here, Virgo Maria, she always gets phone slapped. She'll tell me the next day, "Oh shit, Mark, I got phone slapped. I was there looking at my phone. Next thing you know, I fell asleep and I woke up and you were gone." I was like, "Oh shit." And I was like, "Yeah, that happens." She'll make me laugh when she says that. But yeah, some people do. They come in here, they start listening to me talk, and then next thing you know, they're falling asleep, and ain't nobody says shit. All right, Black Widow, you said I'm applying to this pharmaceuticals compliance has open positions. It starts with a A, and my shift is available. Will they hire me? All right, let's check. Mm, I would say it's a possibility they can hire you, but there's also two other people that they're considering. So there's three of you that they're considering for this position. And I would say there's a good chance you might get it, but it's not a guarantee though. Because the cards I laid out, it's telling me that it's a maybe, not a yes, not a no, but a maybe. But it's telling me that there's two other women that they're considering for this position as well. There's three of you. And there's a man that has to make a decision to make sure that he chooses the right person for the job. And he's probably going to choose someone who has studied this, has an application for it, has concentration for it, somebody who wants to learn, somebody who has like new ideas, somebody who is like a person that's a, go getter, someone young. They might pick like the youngest person or somebody like with like, that's had like a lot of knowledge on this whole thing. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you're young. You're younger than me, so you're good. 30 is a good age to get somebody to do a good job. You don't want no old hag doing that shit, you know? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, old hags. I didn't mean to disrespect you. Old hag is 80 and over. I know I don't have 80 and over people in here. And even if I do, I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry. I'll call you golden girls. All right, let's check. Black Widow. Yeah, I mean, if one of your connections is a woman, I would say she's trying. But see, like, I get the same thing again. I'm getting like it's not guaranteed, but it's a good possibility. Like, I'm not getting yes, I'm not getting no. I'm getting like it's a process. Like it's still in the making. It's no guarantee here. So your connection that you have, right? They will be in your favor, but it's up to this man. And I feel like this man is like one of those guys who like he has to he has to see the person he hires, are they going to take the pay, are they going to take the system that he wants them to take. So like you might be like a person that he wants for the job, and the connections might get you in, but are you personally going to do what he wants you to do, if this makes sense? Because that's how the cards are laying out to me twice now. Is like you might want this position or this job, right? But then when he takes you in to give you the final assessment, you might be like, oh, but I didn't sign up for that, bro. What about this? Like, or what about this benefit? Or what about this hour? Or what about this situation? Like there could be something that he tries to trick you with. Like you might be the perfect person for the job. And then when he interviews you or tells you what he wants, you might be like, oh, I didn't sign up for that. But you know what? If you do this, if you negotiate with him, it could be like a good outcome. So I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you yes, and it's not a no either. It's all up to this person to make the decision. But I would say you're in the runnings, and it is possible you can get the job. But it's also up to you to take the terms and conditions, if that makes sense. That's what I'm seeing in the cards. Like I think that they think that you're a good person for this job, but they want to see if you're willing to comply with what they want. And if you say nah, bruh, then you're not gonna get it, obviously. And I wouldn't take anything, you know, I wouldn't take a bullshit job anyway. But I'm not saying it's a bullshit job, but a bullshit scenario. Like he might try to trick you to take less and do more, or do more and I mean like or do less and take more, but it's like you gotta do all this bullshit. Like you just watch out for this guy. If there's a guy in charge, he's like a dickhead. So he might put you to the test. But if you show like affirmative action towards him, then he might be like, okay, I respect you, and I'm gonna, if you're worth the money, then he'll be like, okay, cool. But I would say there is a chance you can get it, but you have to make the final decision on whether or not you want to, you know, deal with what he's telling you. So good luck with that, Black Widow. But I see there could be a good possibility you can get it. But I would say check, what this person wants first, like what they're willing to offer you, because it might not be what you want. And then again, if you negotiate, it could be what you want. Now, if I saw all bullshit cards, I would have told you no, but I didn't. I saw like 50-50 cards, like where it's going to be talked about. And that's the thing, when you asking about certain things like that, it can say, yeah, you can get the job, but what about, you know, what you want out of the job? So the person is willing to give you the job, but are you willing to do what they want? Yeah. So that's what I'm getting. That's a good way to put it. Jobs are never as described when you do well, right? Yeah, so that might be. I'm not getting it's anything to do with money. I just get like it's terms and conditions. Like you might not agree to a certain situation of the job, or if you do agree to it, you got to make sure you agree to it on your terms and not let them like dictate to you what you want, what they want, and you might win in the end because the other two people might be like, oh no, fuck that. But then they might come, to a position where they're like, okay, well, Black Widow says that they'll do this, but they just don't want to do that. So we'll take you. We will live with that. See what I'm saying? So that's what it could be. Sometimes getting higher pay doesn't mean stability. Sometimes more money means more problems. I had to figure that out the hard way too. But some people think that because they get paid more, they have more stability. Sometimes you can get paid more and have more drama and more fucking bullshit, or you might have more bad luck. Sometimes less means more means less. But it's not for everybody. For you, it could mean more. It could mean that's what you want. For you, higher pay could mean more stability for you, but sometimes it's not. I always tell people that sometimes making more money is a headache. That's what happened with me. When I first went on my own, I wanted to make a lot of money and do electrical contracting and do these big contract jobs, make thousands and thousands of dollars, and I did. But I found out in the after a couple years of doing it, it was a mistake because even though I was making a lot of money, I had a lot of stress. I had a lot of bullshit to deal with. I went through too much bullshit, too much envy, too much jealousy, too much people fucking trying to tell me what to do and like trying to ruin my shit and try to make me look bad. And then I hire some guys to work with me and they're all a bunch of clowns and they want to get paid and they don't want to do no work. So I downgraded my business and made my life better. And now I make less and I have a better life. And that's what happened with me. I had to realize that making all that money is not gonna make me happy. It made me mad and it made me like annoyed that I had to, cater to all these fucking idiots just because I'm making all this money. So I'm so glad. A lot of people tell me why I stopped doing electrical contract, and I said, look, it was good money. Don't get me wrong, and I can handle it. I just couldn't handle the people that I was working with. That was the problem, and I can't be around bad people. Making money and being around bad people is not a good thing. I rather make less money and be around good people. And some people are like, nah, fuck that. Who cares if they're bad? Make your money. And I'm like, guess what? What if I made all this money and I died? Oh, yeah, well, you can't think like that. Too bad it's reality, bro. I'd rather make less and be around and be a happier person and still have enough money to pay my bills and be happy. I don't give a fuck about money like that, bro. Millionaires have problems. The more money you have, the more problems you have. Believe me, it's true. I know that for a fact. Because a lot of people I know are millionaires and they always got problems. And I'm not a millionaire and I have less problems than they do. Because when you're a millionaire, you know what's going to happen? Knock, 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 knock. Can you help me? I need money. I'll pay you back. I promise. I'm all fucked up. Please help me. I know you got money. I know you can help me. That's why nobody knocking on my door. I tell them straight up, I can't. I gotta help myself. Fuck you. I ain't worried about you. You can come to me all you want. I don't give a fuck. I ain't giving you nothing. I ain't giving you shit. Goodbye. Oh, you're fucked up. Yep. Go pray to God. You'll get it. Go away. I got tired of learning people money or helping people or giving them something or I lent a jackhammer to a friend of mine about 2 weeks ago. I ain't seen him since. And when he calls me and says, "Hey, I haven't gave you a jackhammer back," I'm gonna say, "Well, you might as well keep it and give me $250 and you can have it. And if you don't want to give me $250 to have it, then you can give me the $250 for renting it this whole time." Oh, but I ain't use it. I didn't know if you use it or not. You got it in your possession. Says either you buy it or you give it back now and you don't use it no more. But if I do that, I'm a bad bastard. I'm a bad person if I do that. But if it was the other way around, you do it to me. Yeah. Yeah, don't do it no more. Don't give shit to nobody. Ain't nobody helping fucking you. That's what you gotta tell yourself. You should only help the people that help you. Like I always say, if you give 100% to somebody, make sure they're giving you 100% back. And if they're giving you 70%, fuck them. Don't get you give them 70% so they can see what it's like. That's why I lost a lot of friends because I stopped giving my energy and stopped giving my time and stopped giving my money to them. I stopped treating them good. And then they stopped talking to me. And I said, oh, now I know who my true friends are. None of you motherfuckers. You know? When I went on my own and I bought a new car and I started making a lot of money, I lost all my friends. When I started living up here, I lost even more friends because they saw where I lived and they were jealous and envious. And I'm like, this ain't mine. I'm just here, my sister's place. They're the ones who got money, not me. But you can't be happy for me because I came out of the ghetto and I'm up here now. But you can't be happy for me. But I can be happy for you, but you can't be happy for me. All right, well, fuck you then. Don't let that door hit you on the ass on the way out, and I hope you fall in your face. Fuck you. And you know what? Having less friends has been the key to my happiness. And trust me, don't be sad, cause I'm not. I have all the people in my life who I want in my life. My dog, my mom, my dad, my sister, my nephews, and you guys, and my clients, and God, and I'm happy. And fuck everybody else. Not my problem. And I have a handful of friends that I can count on one hand that I love and trust. That's it. Everybody else, no new friends. And I don't want the old friends back. And I'm doing perfectly fine without any of them. So, to all of you who are in the same situation, don't think you need these people in your life. You don't. Get rid of them. Less people you got in your life, the less fucking problems you're gonna have. Like my mom always says, my friends are like my teeth, and when they don't hurt. And she's right. And that's why my mom and dad, they ain't got no serious friends coming around their house and hanging out with them and shit like that. They're smart. And now I'm like them now. I don't have nobody come around my house no more. I ain't got to deal with nothing. The only thing I have in my house is this snoring ass dog you hear in the background. See? Look. She's got the life. Eat, sleep, and shit and snore. And I'd rather have her in here than some fake ass friend. Amen. And everybody should be the same way. If you got a fake friend, get rid of them. You got fake ass family members who treat you like shit, get rid of them too. You don't need people in your life. You got to siphon out all the negative ones and keep the good ones. And even if you think somebody's good, you keep everybody at a distance. Don't keep people in your life just to have them in your life. You don't need people around you like that. You don't need nobody to complete you. You complete yourself. That's it. It's simple. Wake up, take care of yourself, go to work, make your money, pay your bills, come home, wash your ass, go get something to eat, take care of your kids if you have any, take care of your pets, take care of yourself, and go to fuck sleep. And before you do that, go pray, and you'll be fine. You'll have a good life. That's what I do every day. And my life's perfectly fine. No stress. You don't see me coming on here and stress the fuck out. Hell no. I don't want that life. No, no. No, no. I want to be happy. In order for me to be happy, I need less people in my life. The less, the better. That way you ain't got to worry about nobody. getting into your shit. You know what I'm saying, Black Widow? Big facts. And on that note, I wish you all a great weekend. I hope you all have a great time this weekend. Hope you all have a good Easter. For those of you who are celebrating Easter on Sunday. And tomorrow I'll be on here at some point in time. Tomorrow I'm going to clean my apartment, sweep, mop. I'm going to go on the grind tomorrow. I'm going to clean up my place, wash my clothes. I'm going to chill out tomorrow and clean up around here. I'm going to be home all day, cleaning up. Maria, I just mentioned your name too. I was just talking about people who get phone slapped. Because Miss Bikini said that she fell asleep on my live. I said, "Oh, you sound like Maria." Hey, Joanna, how you doing, Maria? I was just about to leave, actually. You know? Yeah, I'm sure you have. I haven't seen you, so I said, yeah, she's probably busy. I was waiting for Marley all day. Marley said she was gonna do like a marathon today and come on here and come on for hours. I ain't seen her ass. She reneged on me again. And now here I am. I've been on here for like an hour and 40 minutes. You babysitting your nephew? Oh, cool. That's nice. Yeah, I just mentioned your name like 20 minutes ago. 'Cause Miss Bikini said, yeah, I was in your live. I fell asleep on it. And me and Dan were here talking for like half an hour and nobody was saying anything. And I'm like, Dan, it ain't just me and you. Somebody else is a couple people are in here, but they must be asleep. Then I said, oh, you guys are like me like Maria. She comes in here and then goes sleep and gets phone slap. I tease her all the time. But it's cool though. I know sometimes it happens. But yeah, we missed you. Everything's still good. Everybody's all right. We're all good in here. We're just here shooting this shit, talking crap. You know, same old, same old. We're here. Hey, the energy was good today, though. The energy was good. Everything was good. You know. But yeah, I'm gonna get my ass to sleep, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be on here during the day tomorrow while I clean and stuff. I'm gonna be home all day tomorrow. I'm gonna clean my place and work on my dad's bike and stuff. But yeah, I'll be here tomorrow for sure. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I hope you guys have a good night and a good weekend, good Easter. For those of you who celebrate, and make sure if you eat the Easter bunny, you don't eat his ears first, okay? Yeah, we need that for Sunday. And Sunday is Miss Bikini Tanya's birthday. So we're gonna be celebrating her birthday too. 420. We're gonna get high. No, I'm just joking. All right, guys. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow.